So this is the first and this is the main segment of my office stationery holder, and there are quite a few places for holding various stuff. But as you can see, it does not really look finished, and that's because the way that I made it, I wanted to make it so that I have this extra portion right here. Most of the time, I'm gonna keep this right here. That's why you see all of this is uniform. There's some stuff jutting out. That's the only reason why I've done that is because I don't usually leave it like this. But I mean, I could easily change it to make it fit just for this and make it look nice. So moving on to the features, I've put quite a lot of things in here. First and foremost, we have the pencil holders, and the way that works is there are holes on the floor of this thing of this holder, and what it does is it actually captures the edge of the pencil or pen, depending on which it captures it in the hole so that it actually does stay in its place instead of sliding around and taking up a lot of space. This is more efficient, and so you can have the pencils. For example, I'll just leave this here, and the next one right here. This is mainly made for a scissor holder. As you can see, it fits it pretty well. And if you do have more than one scissors, or if it's bigger than this, you can always use this back area. But this one fits perfectly for mine, so I leave that there. And this back compartment, if you decide to use it, is actually a ruler holder. Uh, as you can see, it can hold up to around 3 rulers, depending on the size and thickness. The final one of the additions that I've added to this is the lead holder, and this is particularly useful because I have a lot of mechanical pencils. I'm sure there are some other uses. Maybe you could hold erasers and things in it, but I use it mainly as a lead holder so that whenever I need it for some of my pencils, I'll take it out from there. So one of the features that I built into this that was one of the key features for me are these holes that I've added to every single side of this. And the reason why I've done that is because this is to allow wires to run through. So I came up with this idea mainly to solve the problem where I had my computer charger, and it would now when I have this, it will run through here and the computer will be right here. But without this, when I unplug the computer for some reason, the wire would fall through a gap in the back. I'm sure many of you have this, and this was a big problem for me. So I decided to convert this pencil holder into a 2-in-1 and to hold the charger cable through here so that the charger does not fall down through the gap if I unplug my computer. So the next edition that I've made, this is the extra edition, like so it can come apart by itself, or if you want you can add it to. Usually I keep it added to it, but this is where I keep my most used pencils. This is more of just a miscellaneous storage. So to put this in, what I do is I at the back here there is this part and there's this gap, so I try and push it through this gap, right? And then I slide it. And once I slide it, I secure it at the back and over here. And to take it apart, I would this railing piece. I would pull it, and then I could just move it to the side and then pull it out, and now it comes apart. So taking a closer look at this, I've had 2 main compartments. Here is the pen, my main pencil or pen storage. This is for what I use mainly again. And this one is actually a mini eraser holder. So as you can see, I've stored half of an eraser in here, and at the same time, I've stored some mechanical pencil eraser replacements. And so if you move it about a bit, you can get it perfectly aligned. And as you can see, it does hold around 6 or 7 is its best number. If you have some bulky stuff, then it would be around 4 or 5. And if you look here when I attach them again, let me just put this one back. If you look at this one looks much more polished than just this segment by itself, and that is because I wanted to make it that way. As I told you before, I wanted this to look really aesthetically pleasing because I didn't think I would take this apart much. So this was just another feature, but again, I don't use that much because it looks much nicer like this, and I don't need to move this anywhere else. One final feature that I've added into this additional segment is in the case that you do want to separate it, and again relating to the wire problem, if you do have wires that you want to organize, as you can see I have a wire over here, just for example, these hooks at the bottom actually are able to accommodate some of the more common wires. As you can see, they do fit perfectly, and they make it much tougher to pull and get loose, so it actually does help as an organizer. And as you can see, you could actually run it through both sides, if that's what you want to do with it. So there's a lot of combinations possible with this. So the last thing that I have built is this extension right here, I guess you would call it. And the main purpose of this is because, again, I have a lot of stationery, so these two don't really cover all of them, and also at the same time I do want to have a little bit of organization, so I use this compartment mainly for my markers and the other stuff that's not related to pens and pencils, like highlighters and whatnot. And the way that you can add this into this portion is you just hang it over this area, and as you can see, it does fit right here. It doesn't really look that great, but that's just because the tiling. I can change that very easily. And at the back, if you notice, I've added this portion. This is one of my projects. I'm gonna add another extension to this soon, so maybe in some time I will add another video about that, but that won't be for some time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, I have other Lego related videos on my channel, so I suggest you go and watch those. So please subscribe, please like this video, and suggest to me in the comments below what you want what you want to see next, or what you want me to build next. Thanks.